Are you wondering how offers work in North Carolina? Are you wondering what all the deposits and fees that go along with making an offer on a property in North Carolina are? If you're one of those asking these types of questions, you will want to watch this video to the end. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas Newcomer, a real estate broker with eXp Realty in North Carolina. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications because you will not want to miss out on another upload. I release new videos every Friday. Now let's find out about all the deposits and how offers work here in North Carolina. I know you may be asking these questions. How much is all the money for these different deposits? What are the deposits for? I'm going to break it all down for you so it makes complete and total sense, and I hope it's not too confusing for you. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So here in North Carolina, what makes it different from most states, and I think it's only a handful of states that do it, is we have due diligence money. So there are 3 different deposits that happen. You've got due diligence money, you have initial earnest money deposit, and you have additional earnest money deposit. What we are going to do is break each one of these down and answer what it is for, who gets the money, and how much money. I know that is the big one. Let's get started by going over due diligence. If you have never bought a house in North Carolina, this can be a tough one to wrap your mind around. You may be asking, who does the due diligence money go to? It goes directly to the seller when the house is officially under contract between you and the seller. You will cut the seller a check in the agreed upon amount when you negotiate the offer. The seller gets that money, and worse, they do not give that money back to you. If something happens with the transaction, say you find all these repairs and they won't fix them, say that the loan doesn't go through, it doesn't appraise, or something happens with you on your end with the lender, you will not get that money back. I want you to keep this in mind when you're making offers on properties. I do not want you to lose that money. I know you are wondering how much money will due diligence cost you. Under normal circumstances, the earnest money and the due diligence money is 1% of the offer amount. Since COVID and this insane market that we have had in the last few years, it's been between 1% to 2%. What has happened is people are not even putting down any money to earnest money deposit. They're putting it all into the due diligence money. And they do this so the sellers know that they're legit buyers and that they want to buy that house. The due diligence money will make your offer stronger, but you could also lose it. This is very risky if you put everything in due diligence and walk away. So in normal circumstances, it's 1 to 2%. I have started to notice due diligence has started to come back down, but this is very dependent on location. This can be very different between 2 neighboring cities. Next up, let's talk about earnest money deposit. The initial earnest money is usually held by the closing attorney. The closing attorney holds it until closing, and this money is due immediately within 5 days of the accepted offer. And again, it could be between the 1% and 2%. It is all just a total. It depends on what you and your realtor negotiate with those terms. You've gotten your house under contract. So what happens then? You're now in what is called the due diligence period. The due diligence period is 2 to 4 weeks long, and that is when you're going to get your house appraised, you're going to get the house inspected, and then negotiate the repairs. So if you've already put your initial due diligence money down, that's sitting in the closing attorney's account. You're good to go. If you back out during the due diligence period, you'll be able to get your earnest money back from the closing attorney. However, if you back out after the due diligence period, the seller will receive the earnest money also. Now let's talk about additional earnest money. You do not see this used as common. That's collected at the end of the due diligence period. Usually it's 2 to 4 weeks. That's when I hand it in. I do that for my buyers because I don't like money floating around, and I don't want there to be an issue where the sellers don't release it. Sometimes they just don't like that. You want it to back out of a transaction, and sometimes it can be problematic. The thing with back backing out during the due diligence period, and that's when you need to get all your ducks in a row and all that stuff, your repairs and your money and the bank loan. If you back out, you don't owe them additional earnest money because you haven't gotten to the end of the period yet. Or if you've already put the deposit down of your earnest money, you can get that money back. You can always get back your earnest money. You just need to do it within the due diligence period. So how do you know how much money to put down? Right now, we're in a seller's market. It is shifting a bit, which is great for buyers because it's been really hard for buyers for the last 2 years. You usually are putting a large due diligence money down because there are multiple offers. The house hasn't been on the market for long. And why are there multiple offers? There are not that many houses. Now that the interest rates are rising, buyers are being hesitant. They're not putting as many offers in, and they're having a little bit of breathing room, which is great for them. I would suggest putting in as little amount of due diligence money that you can if you're the buyer, because you don't want to lose that money, right? But if you're putting in a large amount, I mean, you have to be in it to win it. You got to know that you're going to follow through with that house because you don't want to lose that money. You will not get that money back. But all these deposits that you are putting down goes towards the deposit of purchasing the house. It comes back to you at the end. So it's not like you're just giving it away for nothing. It is included in your down payment for the house. I hope this has helped answer some questions you may have on how offers work here in North Carolina. I know buying a home is not cheap. My advice is always to talk to your realtor, and I hope that is me. All the deposits are negotiable when you make an offer. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and to see more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button. I release new videos every Friday. If you have any questions or are looking to buy, sell, or invest in the area, call or text me at 336-266-8976 or email me at nicholas.newcomer@exprealty.com. I hope you have seen some value in this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.